What is up? What is up? What is up? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam, team. And y'all already know, man, we got a special guest in here today. We got a special guest in here today. I feel like am I lagging, y'all? I feel like I'm lagging. But we got a special guest in here today. Today is the very last episode of Unfiltered 20 Questions with Sledge. It's the very last episode, and I wanted to bring somebody back because I wanted to end this thing the way that I started it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for a minute, get a couple people in here. I see we got who we got in here. We got Calby in the building. Key from Kiki Adventures is in there. Joe Barreto, my brother, is in there. John R., my brother, is in there. We got Filmo in the building. Xavier coming in. Xavier come in, man. He don't waste no time. Xavier don't waste no time, man. Xavier, this is gonna be a good one today, brother, man. I'm glad that you are here. I'm glad that you're here, man. This is gonna be a good one today. And who else we got here? Chad's Money Menace is in the building. For sure, Chad is in the building. Vincent is in the building. My guy Batista is in here. Man, Jordan dropped the 10 spot on me for the last episode of Unfiltered, man. I appreciate you, my brother. I really do, man. I appreciate you. My guy with the best YouTube name there is, They Hate Me, is in the building. Yeah, man. I say, like I was saying, man, I messed over my dog. Kid Cat 37 is in the building. I can't mess over my dog. But yeah, I can't express how much how much this means to me for the people that's coming to watch this episode. Like I say, this is the very last episode of Unfiltered 20 Questions with Sledge. We already know who the guest is because I've been promoting it pretty heavy. I asked some other creators to promote it for me. I got my guy Anthony Venture in the building, and to be totally honest with you, I usually try to prolong it a little bit. We gonna run down a couple things that I got coming up next weekend. Not next weekend, but next Monday on the 6th, I got a live Q&A. We just gonna have fun, man. My birthday's coming up. We got the Go Gang in the building. So yeah, Capricorns is about to represent. And yeah, next Monday on the 6th, we gonna have a live Q&A. I got yeah, man, if y'all want to check out the unsubscribe list, the SledgeIncTeam 2024 unsubscribe list. Some of the people that's inside the chat, they already seen it, man. Look, you don't want to miss that one, but you gotta be a member of the channel to check out the unsubscribe list. And last but not least, SledgeIncTeam merch, man. If you're interested in getting any of the merch, go ahead and scan that QR code right there. Your boy rocking the No Umbrellas hoodie, my opinion hat. And yeah, man, if y'all interested in that, go ahead and hit that QR code. But like I say, man, I don't want to hold the guests up for too long because this is going to be a crazy episode. This is going to be a crazy episode. And I usually write down an intro for my guests, but this one, I'm just going to have to freestyle this one because I didn't write down anything for it. So without further ado, man, what is up, team? It's your boy Sledge from the SledgeIncTeam, back with the very last episode. Let me go back to that. With the very last episode of Unfiltered 20 Questions with Sledge. And today's guest is the Ink Train King, Mr. Tesla himself, my very first and very last guest on Unfiltered 20 Questions with Sledge. A friend, or not only a friend of mine. Yeah, there you go. He didn't disappear on me. He done left off for him. Oh, there you go. not only a friend of mine, man. He one of my YouTube brothers, man. I met this guy. I respect this guy, and yeah, man, I gotta bring him up, man. My brother, Mr. Anthony Venture. That's why I couldn't find you, man. And it crept off the screen.
You kept me backstage for hours.
Man, my bad, man. My bad. Hey, for the people that don't know you, I know either everybody or almost everybody in here know who you are, man. But for the people that don't know you, can you please just give us a quick representation of who you are, your channel, and all of that?
Oh, me? I don't know. Me, I don't think I'm anything necessarily noteworthy. I like to think I'm just a guy who's trying to learn a lot of different things, talk to a lot of different people, and learn some of their stuff, use that in my own life, and share that with the world. And at this moment, it just happens to be a credit card, points of miles, hopefully life-changing vacations, all those different things. So I don't think I do anything necessarily special, but at least at the moment, that's who I am, I would say.
Oh, man, you the man. You got I gotta shout out Kid Cat real quick for the $10 spot. My dog, he's always here, man. Like he's always there and he's always representing for us, man. But like I told you before, man, this is gonna be a special edition today because I know you want to ask me some questions. And to be totally honest with you, man, I really didn't have enough time to go over and get all the questions I had for you, man.
I get
So,
it. It's your last episode, the most important one, but I wasn't important enough to have a full list of questions. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm nothing to you.
You know the crazy thing is though, man, I brought some people with me.
Oh, yeah. What is he doing here?
Me?
This guy.
He is to help me out with these questions.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see how it is.
And each person has 5 questions for Anthony today. So, yeah, this is how we go. I have 5 questions plus a bonus question. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Is it somebody else?
Another one.
I know those initials. You got to be kidding me. That's a 5-on run right now.
What's up?
Excuse me. I'm not prepared for this. I was not briefed on this. What the hell's going on here?
Hey, there's no briefing, man. There is no briefing for this, man.
People are coming in hot on the chat, kid.
Yeah. This has been planned since I did the interview with Calby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, since I did the interview with Calby, so
I don't care.
Had to keep it a secret, man.
What was that? Somebody else?
Oh, no way.
No.
Oh my god.
What's up? Heading to the end game now.
I feel like this is a Make-A-Wish day for me. It's great.
Yeah.
This is like the United Nations Brady Bunch.
Oh, my CJ.
CJ's looking up at John.
But what did I tell y'all? I told you this is gonna be a special edition, man.
Wow.
Like this is gonna be a special episode, man. I had to make the freaking last episode worth it. It had to be the best. Before we came on, man, I told you, man, it's crazy that this is just a YouTube podcast, man, but it means something to me. You know what I mean? Like it do. And being the final episode, man, like I just wanted to have my people up here, and yeah, we just gonna have some fun today. And I never even planned on how we go start it off or anything, but I can go ahead with the first question if you want to get into it like that.
Can I just say before you start, I'm feeling attacked here. No, I just wanted to say, I probably could save it to the end, but I just wanted to say, Sledge, seeing your start, if you go back to Sledge's first video, you will see his first video. It's like 1,700 views. All the comments that are in there, it's it's me, Spencer, Daniel Braun. There's like 10 other creators who are all in there, welcoming Sledge to the community because we all knew him. We all knew Sledge and who he was and everything that he stood for before he ever showed his face on camera. We just saw his face, and maybe it was different back then. I think you had a credit card picture, not your emoji yet. But he used to drop so much knowledge in the chats. Everybody absolutely knew you, and then once you came on YouTube and started bringing everyone together, you've hit the ground running so hard, and you've become one of the most important members, I think, of all of the credit card community. So for me, and hopefully on behalf of everyone else, we appreciate everything that you do, everything you stand for, who you are, and just so happy that you're just who you are and that you're here.
Man, don't do that.
Well,
yeah, don't do that, man. And like I say, man, I appreciate everybody, bro. Yeah, for real. But we're going to get started, man.
all right.
We're going to get started. And I'm going to start you off with a basic question. Now,
Okay.
in 2024, tell us something that you learned that you think that is going to benefit you in the future, whether it's credit card related or personal, anything.
Well, the one thing I learned in 2024 is not to trust Sledge, because that's one. But if you want a real answer, if we're talking like strictly points or miles credit cards, I actually did a video on it recently. I talked about some of the things I learned. I would say definitely one of the things that I have done this year that I'm going to continue into the future, and I think a lot of people should, is I love the phrase "make hay while the sun's shining." I love it. I love it. I think it applies to this community more than a lot of other areas of life as well. It's because some people are talking like I see in the chat, some people saying like, oh, ink, the ink train's done, whatever like that. I don't think it is, but at least for everybody who did go on that journey with me that this entire year has made out with a lot of ink cards, a lot of points and a lot of stuff. And now that we're seeing some more and more devaluations, it's like, if you have some bookings that you see and you see it's available, you might as well take that trip, like John always says, take that trip, make the vacation happen, because you never know whether your health is going to diminish. You might not be here next year too. That's one part of it, but also the points that you have today may not be the same points as you have tomorrow. So that's one thing. I will say another thing is cashing out points. Cashing out my Amex points was a mistake. I wish I did not do that for the laptop. It's okay. It was cool, but I would rather that 100,000 Amex points for business class flights right now. But and I'll keep that for the future.
Hey, man, we live and learn, man. We live and learn. It's not a person on this board. It's not a person in the chat. It's not a person in life that did something that they didn't regret doing at some point in their life. You know what I mean? And if that's your biggest regret, that's pretty small.
Right.
Like, that's pretty small. I want to go to Calby because Calby is the person. I can't tell you, Anthony, but Calby's the person who decided on all of this. Like, I had nothing to do with it. I told Calby really? I didn't want to do it this way.
Makes sense. He's slithering.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky.
But me and Calby thought of this up after the interview, and then I just started inviting other people along to it. It was just gonna be me and Calby in the beginning. Yeah.
More the merrier, man.
Calby's very cat-like.
Maybe we'll
what's your question?
Well, I mean, Anthony, you have a lot of videos on your channel, right? Maybe like 300 now or something. With shorts, it's probably over 3,000. But yes. What is your favorite video that you have ever made? It doesn't matter views or anything. Like what you personally enjoyed making.
Oh man. Oh Jesus! I did not think. This should be the opposite. It should be all of you asking Sledge questions. All right, let me think for a second. So the most fun video I ever made, off the top of my head, I always have to go through the Waldorf in DC video. I always remember that one because it's a 30-minute long video and it was like a couple hours of footage, and it took me 2 to 3 days of doing 5 to 8 hours a day just to get it perfect, because there was so many different recordings that I did, and I had to re-record it, and I was like, am I wording things correctly? And I just wanted to show the experience that I had, where I was able to take, technically a $300 Waldorf Astoria in DC stay to a $3,000 a night room just by being upgraded. Everything that they did for the anniversary, they did, they gave us some crazy, anniversary cake, and even at the Michelin star restaurant there. It's just like, it was a lot of firsts for me, and it was one of like the highest level redemptions and experiences I've ever had, and it just took so long to make the video. And I still, to this day, like, I don't know if Gemini's in here. DC Gemini is like, bro, I'm booking that Waldorf next, or whatever he's going, I don't know. He said, I'm trying to get that room 822 on the 8th floor, to see if I can get that unique room. Like, it was such a great video, and I don't know, it was just a great experience for me. It was fun making it. So I think, is that good enough, Calby? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it also probably was a little bit better that you got a better room than CJ, right?
Hey,
Of course. The better card, color, the better shirt.
Time. Wow.
Come on. I mean, look at that shirt CJ has. Come on.
beautiful.
Before we go to the next question, I got to give a couple shout outs. I got to give a shout out to Events Yours, man. Y'all, if you check out Events Yours channel. Events Yours, she part of the community. I won't say she, they part of the community. It's a couple. They make videos about going on cruises, traveling. I think every day they make different drinks out of the extensive alcohol collection that they have. So it's a great channel, man. Make sure y'all check them out. And man, this guy.
Oh,
$99 super chat, man.
Damn.
Is that the maximum?
Man, that's crazy, man.
It's
Oh,
not.
no.
Like, I've never got a $99 super chat before, man.
Well,
yeah.
you know,
That's
shocked.
awesome.
Keep scrolling down.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep scrolling. This is the
Looking
at the
most
chat
I've
this
ever
time.
seen here.
You know, the crazy part about that is Chad is also with us.
Everybody's.
Chad is also with us.
Look at that sexy man working out. Look at that. Damn.
Look at that house.
Oh, wow. That's a nice.
Chad.
Oh.
Now the
We
top
got
man is
nice.
cut off. a
Luke
little
in
bit.
the building.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I told you, man. This one gonna be different. This is everybody. this is everybody now. So everybody's here.
Wow.
So, John, we throwing you up there next. What is your question for Anthony?
Oh my God.
So, Anthony, is there a card that you have closed since from the very beginning up until right now that you regret closing?
Huh.
Stumped him with that.
If I want to be really ridiculous, my Merrick Bank card. Only me and Sledge have, but that was canceled on me, unfortunately. I didn't cancel that one, so that doesn't count. I mean, what cards have I canceled? No,
MX Platinum, Gold.
yeah.
You'd know if you use Travel Freely.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, well,
Ooh.
if not
Plug.
sponsored.
There you go.
I couldn't
Say it,
say
Keith.
that I've regretted any. I haven't regretted any cancellations yet. I mean, I would say if like the idea was I could never get a platinum card again because I canceled it, then yeah, I would regret that. Then I would, if it was either like have that for life or not have it for life, yeah, I would be upset. But we plan on getting that next year anyway when we need it. But I don't think I have anything I regret. I mean, cancel Surpass, platinum. I haven't really canceled that many. All the cards I've had more cards canceled on me than I have canceled actually, which is funny.
Oh, how about the American Express green card though? Like I felt like you had no value getting that card.
Well, he microwaved it.
Oh, well, that thing's destroyed. I could pull it out, but careful, Joe. No, I mean I don't regret canceling it. I don't even regret opening it.
It wouldn't be the first time you whipped it out, Anthony, in front of me.
Oh God.
Oh,
Hey,
wait till
Strike one.
Easy.
Strike one, Joe.
I'm just saying.
Easy.
hell,
Hey,
man.
Anthony, when I was in my 20s, Merrick Bank was one of the first cards I ever got.
Oh,
So it's funny you said that.
So John part of the crew.
Yeah,
That
we're
part
very
is true.
small.
We need shirts.
Right.
But you know what, Anthony? You had the earlier iteration of the green card before it had clear, right?
Yeah.
Before they added
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Back in 2020, I got
Right.
it. Right after the annual fee increase.
Right.
Unfortunately.
They put they made clear in 2023, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they added clear in 2023.
Yeah, that would be cool to have. Could I ask one of my first questions?
Who was it directed to?
Actually, it was originally just a Sledge, but anybody could answer this on the screen. My question was, Sledge has a lot of catchphrases. He has a lot of different phrases and things that he mentions. Could we, all of us, be able to say all of them that we know? Could we get every single one? I think Jack
I'll start.
My opinion.
It's trash.
Okay.
My opinion is more important than yours.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, that's two. Okay,
It's your boy Sledge back with another video.
That works. What else we got? We remember at the end of his videos, he always has some quotes to live by.
Yeah, they don't remember those.
Do your research.
Separation is in the preparation.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I got that shirt.
It's on the shirt.
Even the live chat, if you guys want to come in. All right, let's say there's three phrases. You already got one. Sledge said one. The separation is in the preparation. There's two more phrases. Sledge said.
Join the membership.
Like 3 or 4 times.
3 times. Yeah.
They don't even know the current one.
So how about this? I'll rephrase it.
Nobody did no umbrellas.
Well,
Yep.
Save that. How about this? Well, let's do this. Before we move on, here's my second one. I want to play a little game I like to play. Usually I play it at home by myself, but there's a little game I like to play. Is it a Sledge quote or is it a song lyric? So you guys ready to play? Is it a Sledge quote or a song lyric?
Let's go.
Okay, so I have 4 here. You guys are going to have to choose which one is a Sledge quote. Okay, so first is, when the sun shines, we shine together. That's number 1. Number 2 is, thunder only happens when it's raining. Number 3 is, we used to use umbrellas, now we change the weather. And then number 4 is, you can stand under my umbrella, Ella, A.
It was all like Rihanna lyrics. What the hell?
Yeah.
So which one is
3 out of 4, Rihanna.
Which one is a Sledge quote and which one is a Rihanna lyric?
Well, the last one is Rihanna.
I think I wrote all of them though.
Come on, everybody.
Nah, I think I wrote all of them.
The second one?
The third one.
I
think
opened
the third
number
one.
3.
It's the third one.
I think it's number 3.
Number 3. So number 3 was, we used to use umbrellas, now we change the weather.
Change
Is that-
weather. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Is
no.
that
That
Don't
was,
let that go over your head.
Let it go over your head.
That is correct. That is the Sledge. That is a Sledge quote, not a Rihanna lyric. That's right.
They'll get it.
Okay, I'll go next then. This one obviously is for Anthony. Question 4 for Anthony is, it seems like you have you like lighting things on fire just by looking at some of your videos and your thumbnails and throwing stuff in the microwave. So outside of the American Express Gold card, which card would you actually set on fire?
Thank you for that caveat. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like which building are you going to light on fire next? But I would definitely say, if I had to do any of them, it would probably have to be nowadays the Yada credit card.
Oh yeah.
I'd probably light that thing on fire. We'd run it over. We'd throw it off the Empire State Building. The reason is because it's the one card that literally did a lot of great things. Then the company changed. It ruined a lot of people. A lot of people have money locked up in Yada, and it's trashed everything. And I remember CoffeeZilla came out with a video like, "Oh, the scam of Yada." Meanwhile, this whole time, Anthony, little old Anthony Ventures talking about stealing from Yada by using the Curve card and the Yada card. And you guys, some of you guys know how we were doing that. Calby knows. And then all of a sudden, I have shorts about the Yada, and people from CoffeeZilla videos are coming on my shorts and my videos saying, "You're a terrible person. We're gonna, we're gonna destroy your channel," or something like this. And I'm like, I'm on your side. Like, we were destroying the company. I've never talked about put your money in Yada and then save money. So if I could burn any card to the ground, yeah, I mean, It'd probably be that one outside of the green, of course, which we did already.
So, Anthony, since you went into the auto card, I can't speak. Anyway, my question has to do with the auto card and the curve card. How do you feel being instrumental in the Lord, I can't speak, the destruction of both of those companies? Everything you touch burns, man.
I kind of have that reverse Midas thing going on here. Like everything he touches is the gold. Everything I touch just burns. So apparently I ruined Yada. I had a part in ruining the curve card. That's all done. I also apparently had a hand in bankrupting the Waldorf Astoria in DC, like I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Someone said as soon as I stayed there, or we stayed there, CJ, and then they went bankrupt like a week later. So like that's bad. There's been a few other things people have mentioned. The ink train now, apparently I ruined ink chasing cards for everybody, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, how do I feel that now having done that? Well, one, I'm a little upset because I don't have a rule named after me like Calby. I mean, Calby has the Calby clause after Bilt changing the rules to not allow curve whatsoever. So I'm like, I have all of this infamy, but no real notoriety, right? There's nothing to show for it. It's just all a sham, unfortunately. So yeah, I feel bad about the situation, but I mean, screw Yada, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Hey, Anthony, what was the last catchphrase? They forgot the last one.
So, that's right. We didn't even go through that. So the last one is, let's see. I wonder how I could phrase it. Well, I guess we'll just say it. How about this? Because I'll ask Sledge a question. So the last one is, change is inevitable, but growth is optional. But I wanted to know, do you remember, Sledge, the first time you ever said that on a video?
Oh, man. It probably was like, it was super early. It had to be like my third or fourth video.
Yeah. It was your the second video you ever made. Yes.
I knew it was super early. Yeah, I knew it was super early.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't know it was on my second one.
Mm-hmm.
I think of this stuff, and it's just, you know what? It's just part of the video at that point. Until I'm ready to change it to something else.
Also, you guys know the first time Sledge ever said the word trash in a video? Sledge, do you know?
Oh, it was the business green card video.
Well, actually,
like in every video.
So it was actually your third video. If you guys go back, the third video he ever made is the first time he ever said something was trash, and it was relating to the business green, but it wasn't about the business green.
It wasn't about the business green.
You guys did a lot of homework. What the hell?
Oh, this is important.
I did my homework on the business green card.
I'm gonna fail this test.
I had to do my homework on a business green card because I had the card. Like I got the card for the 25,000 MR points, and then it had to go. But that card was, in my opinion, and I can ask everybody else here. I think the business green and the cash magnet are hands down the worst cards that Amex ever had in their lineup. Like I don't know about anybody else, but those two cards. I don't know. Do you know anyone who's ever had the cash magnet? Like no one knows one person who's ever had the cash magnet card. You know what I mean? Like you can go from the business.
I thought Chad had it at one time.
No, not the Chad. Not the
Chad who?
The big platinum, and you want a break from the annual fee. You can downgrade to the business green. It might suck, but it's still only $95. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go back whenever you feel like it. But there's no reason to get the cash magnet. Like there's no reason to get the cash magnet card.
Nope. And now it's gone, right? Now I think it's discontinued. Yeah,
it's gone. Mr. Webber.
All right, so Anthony,
Webber,
I have 4 questions for you because I didn't know we were going to have the Brady Bunch here.
Okay.
But do you want the hard one or the easy one?
Oh goodness!
Well, I was told to be prepared. I'm prepared, bro.
Be prepared.
Hard one.
If it's from you, I want it to be hard.
No. I'm muting my part.
You know what? I appreciate that.
Man.
Strike 2.
So, and this is gonna hit hard on several people here.
Okay.
Who would you rather watch if both creators were on at the same time? CJ or Calby?
You better pick me. You better pick me. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
You only have one choice.
That guy likes the rose gold. The worst color.
And the
Anthony,
mudslinging begins.
Who's wearing your shirt to your interview?
Oh man,
That's
Well,
a
we're not
true
supposed
friend right there.
You're
I'm
not
just
supposed to
saying.
know about. No, no one's supposed to know that there was ever a rose gold shirt on my website.
And you made
You're
a
not supposed to-
special one just for me.
Anthony,
So I'm
you
just
can
saying.
only pick one.
he got on your shirt, man.
Damn, boy, that's rough. That was rough, yo.
He got the shirt
I
on.
told you, and I knew it. Good. Because
This
here's
is
the
a
thing.
good-
No, wait, hold on.
Sledge, wait, we lost. Sledge lost.
I'm gonna take this personally.
Sledge
We
took
got to
some
put
hits
Anthony on the
for
spot.
a live that we did where he put that question out, and it was all in fun. This one, I'm being serious. You could only pick one.
Better be me.
I
See-
mean,
see
the
the-
chat's already made the answer for you,
Oh, wait,
man.
I gotta bring. You know what? I gotta bring Calby up so we can see his face.
when he hears this answer. See, here's the
Anthony,
problem.
don't procrastinate, bro.
But here's my conundrum. Okay.
No conundrum. Nothing.
Let me just
or the other.
let me explain myself.
Nope.
Just a
Someone's
little bit.
exiting the chat. This is like Survivor, so just rip the bandit off.
CJ is repping the shirt I made specifically for him. It was a gift.
Oh boy.
So
It sounds
it's very
disappointing.
nice. But he
Uh-huh.
also is rose gold, and I can never support that. But Calby, when he live streams, if he ever does, half the time he's answering comments and then being like, "Oh, are you guys still chatting? Are you still here?" You know, I see him doing that. If you guys have ever watched him go live, he's answering comments and multitasking, which I don't think is. I wouldn't want to watch that personally. Sorry, Calby, that's just me. Then again, CJ only goes live when someone else is live, and he just
Hey.
streams it to his channel as well.
Yeah.
So I will say, Calby, even though you're my best friend, man, I think I have to go with CJ, because if I don't go with CJ,
What?
he will not be my friend for the rest of time.
You know it. You
But
know
Calby,
it.
I could do some wrong things, and I think you'll still be all right. I think you'll like it.
All right, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive
Thanks,
you, man.
man.
Wow.
Case in point.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Plus,
You're shocked.
CJ's never gone live before, so I would imagine he would at least do something really big for his first one.
For
You know what
sure.
it is?
Sure.
CJ does his lives like back in the day when you had bootleg cable and you would steal it. Like you had one guy that had the account, and then you would run wires from the apartments to the other. That's CJ with his lives. He's like, yo,
Exactly.
bro,
Yep.
I'm gonna lynch onto you. I'm gonna go onto you right there and latch on, and then we're
Yep.
good.
He's probably
100%.
streaming right now.
Yeah, right now. Right
No, I
he's
didn't
down
start
there.
it. No.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for being honest.
I'm
Good
trying.
choice, Anthony. Now we can still be friends. There we go.
Hey,
Okay, so could I have another question if I can? I
wait a
prepared
minute.
one.
Hold on before you go with the question, man. We got to give another shout out. We got another biggie.
Oh,
Damn. Big Daddy
Yeah.
Xavier
Mr.
and Chad.
1099 himself.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to give a shout out to the X-Man himself, man. I say every time I talk about Xavier, man, he was the coolest guy that I met in New Orleans, yo. The coolest guy I met in New Orleans, man.
Really was.
For sure. Man, we appreciate you, brother.
And he does it for people that
love.
don't know that are here. Xavier comes through for every single body,
Oh yeah.
no
Yeah,
matter
yes.
what. And homie just moved and is doing all of this while he's moving his family.
Crazy.
That's what he does. Xavier, we love you, Xavier.
And hold on. John gifted
John.
5 memberships for your boy, too.
Hopefully I
John
got
gifted
one.
5 memberships. So I got, who we got in here? Juan Meow Mix. Juan was the very first person who ever won one of my giveaways. Yep, got Juan Meow Mix. CJ Batista's in there. Johnny Jimenez. Lisa J. Stocks. Always shout out Lisa. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. And who else we got in here? We got James Pipkin. Yes, sir. I got 5 new members. I'm coming up. I'm trying to catch you, Joe. Trying to catch you with the members.
Papi, I'm so happy. Like, this is just, you know what? You deserve, you just look out, like we said last week, you look out for everybody, Sledge.
Hey,
you
man.
attack like everybody. Like you just do it from the heart, and that's what people are giving right back to you.
You know,
That's so well deserved.
one thing people know about me is I don't do nothing that I don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, everybody that I kick it with because I want to kick it with them. You know what I mean?
Yo, you got a Euro chat. Check it out. Euro chat.
Euro chat.
I ain't even
That's
down
special.
there. I got to slide all the way down.
All the way.
I got to go back to. We got Dollar Man in here too.
Oh yeah,
Dollar Man is in the
Amazing Dollar
building.
Man.
His favorite all in
my
one place.
God.
You heard me? You heard me? It's New Year's Eve.
That's
We got
that's
New
the
Year's
$19 man.
Eve, man.
Yeah.
My God.
Right.
You need to keep scrolling.
Yeah.
You need to keep scrolling. We could put the
Hold
chat
on, wait a minute,
on.
hold on. I got 5 more. Woodsy then dropped 5 more
Damn.
memberships.
You know who didn't get a membership? Kevin, because Kevin probably has his umbrella up again.
CJ,
He let it go over his head.
Hassan, Calby
Wow.
Mike.
Appreciate it.
from Western Points,
Yo,
Points Blank Trap, Rod in there.
where?
Yeah, Sledge, what do they get for being a member on your channel?
His beautiful face.
Oh yeah, they get to see the unsubscribe list.
That's
They
what I'm
get to
talking
see
about.
The
That's what I'm
unsubscribe list.
Some juicy videos.
Now I got special emotes, the stuff that YouTube lets you do.
I just
Special
wanted them to
emojis,
know. I
you
just
know.
wanted them to know to check
Yeah,
out that
free
subscribers.
videos,
That's all.
I make videos just for the members and things like that. So yeah, more personalized videos. So Texas Dog is in there. Texas Dog always show up for everybody too.
I love Texas Dog.
Texas Dog always show up for everybody too.
Yep.
Juan Garcia always show up for everybody too.
You might want to go up to Juan Garcia next message.
Yeah.
Sledge.
Wait a minute, hold on. I think there's a question right here. Book the family foot trip. They taking my wife and 4 kids to Seattle. MR points for the flights and Chase UR points for the hotel.
Heck yeah.
Let's
What's
get
going
it.
on, Alejandro?
That's right.
Let's get it.
Shout out to you for using points. I love it.
Oh my! Wait a minute, hold on. One of my other guys, Joe. This is definitely one of my guys right here. Man, happy New Year's to you, man. For real, happy New Year's to you. And then right after that, what happened? Joe dropped a $20 super chat. Joe is my guy, man. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Wait, too much LOL Maldives content.
When I find that place, I'm gonna try to go.
Oh, look. Do y'all know the Jordan rules for credit?
Yes, sir.
I just got hip to the channel like a couple days ago. Yeah, great content, man. Great content.
Just watching MX Platinum. He had a strategy for 2025. I just watched it today.
Yeah.
He's getting married, so he's focusing a lot on that, on how he could fund it, and that's great.
Right.
Like this is everybody's guy, Woodsy. Woodsy's everybody's guy. Woodsy is like he's Mr. Extra. Like this dude got extra everything.
Yeah.
He got the backpack, the duffel bag, like 5 wallets. Yeah. He got extra everything. Call me Lonnie, member of the channel for 9 months. Appreciate you, brother. Man, I didn't know it was this many chats in here, man.
Oh yeah.
Joe Barretto.
Yeah, you got
Member of the channel for 8 months.
Chat.
you got a lot going
on. Yeah, you gotta.
We're all just waiting for.
Yeah, we gotta let him get to the top. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. We saw something you didn't see.
You're gonna get to the end by 2025.
Yeah.
Am I going too slow?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
This is
I'm telling you, yes. I'm gonna keep it real. You're going real slow.
Man, I got so many things,
We're like a half an hour behind on Super Chat.
I'm sorry, man. Man, I gotta read some of these things, man.
Restream doesn't tell you like separately chats.
Man.
Like super chats?
Wait a minute, hold on, they got lifetime platinum with Marriott. I gotta read that, man. I'm sorry. I gotta read it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Tariq. I gotta shout everybody out, man. I can't skip nobody, man.
You do? Yeah.
Sledge working on that dial-up internet. I see.
Yo, oh, damn, you're on that DSL.
Hey, man, this is one gig.
America Online, man. AOL.
Oh,
This is one gig. What you talking about?
Oh,
I got my boy JP Buffett in the building.
yes, sir.
JP.
Chad Pennycuff is in there.
true.
Yeah.
YouTube Experiment in there. Chad, like, what the heck?
YouTube Experiment sent that at 7 o'clock.
Hey, man, y'all talking too much. Oh, wait, hold on.
What the hell? You need like an abridged version, bro. There's the Euro chat.
There it is.
Yeah, finally a Euro one. Yeah.
Yo,
I
it's
caught
already
up,
like
right? I caught
it's
up.
already like 5 in the morning for
Hey,
Oh,
y'all happy now? Are y'all happy?
That's not
No,
going.
we're
No,
not.
not
No,
yet.
keep going. It's late.
You're missing.
Keep going.
Keep going. That's like
Unless you missed
$7.
it.
Now $5.99 is in American money is more.
they say you
Yeah,
can chat by passenger pigeon.
There we
Look
go.
There
at
you
that.
go.
Squakata.
Wow.
Hell, man.
Bro, you never had a 99. You never had a $100 chat. You got 3 today so
3.
far.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy, man.
That's love, bro.
Look at that.
That's what it is.
And you still
Kind words, Juan.
Still,
Man,
you know,
for
Sledge?
real.
So well
Sledge
deserved,
is-
my brother.
Sledge is on everybody's channel, always supporting, always bringing everybody together. It's like obviously, like well deserved, Sledge.
Well
It's-
deserved. Where's Kevin? Kevin ain't here.
Kevin.
Not
He's
yet.
never getting it. Forever, never.
And
gonna
one
get
person with the umbrella.
Yeah.
Texas is back.
it. Hey, Texas dog.
What? No one left to Kevin.
Oh man, it's funny.
Wow.
All right. I'm at the end. All right. Chad, go ahead with your question.
Like fine.
Oh, wait, but hold on, Chad.
You're
wait
not
a
in
second,
anymore.
Oh,
you
Mike.
Mike.
Let me check.
Oh,
my-
damn!
man.
There we go.
400.
There we
A
go.
new record.
He's
Wow.
on.
Bro.
Sledge
Yo,
better
don't
do
let
some-
Wendy watch this because Wendy's gonna hit you up hard.
How about a new
Oh,
ring?
no, she ain't watching this one. Listen, you know when I do these unfiltered, I gotta have a drink, man. I ain't had one drink yet.
There we go. Down the whole bottle.
Out of
Yeah.
it.
I also,
Man.
I don't know, Anthony, if you want to mention this, but I think it's worth mentioning for that super chat for the ghost hunting. Did you guys know that? Right, you mentioned it one time that you were on the news for ghost hunting.
Oh,
The
yes.
actual news.
I was actually, yeah.
What?
I mean, if you want to hear about it, I was with Gabe, my ghost hunter friend. So Mike Newland, if this is what you mean, I think I don't know if I think I mentioned. Yeah, I was with Gabe. He gave me a free tour on Halloween. So we went there. He was like, "Hey, I got a sweet date after this." I was like, "You have a sweet date? What are you talking about?" He says, "I'm just gonna be on the news, and it's at the cemetery." He's like, "You guys want to come?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we went. It was a full Fox News Carolina. You can find it. Halloween day. It was like 11 p.m. in the cemetery, and me and I went on camera made sure I put the merch on the camera, and basically I just talked about some of the stories that we went through from the ghost tour, and it was funny. So first time on the news, it was great. I made up a little bit some stuff to make to hype his ghost tour a little bit. I was like, yeah, the stuff we saw, I'm never doing this again, and then hopefully he got an uptick in bookings. So yeah, that's fun.
That's
That's dope.
fire.
You should have been on the one from New Orleans.
Right?
Oh, right. Yeah, right. This spooky ass crazy over here. That guy? Yeah, right. Never again.
Oh,
That guy was ridiculous.
All right, now we can finally get to Chad's question.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't write down the questions because I've been really busy, so I just came up with one. So, Anthony, first and foremost, I'm happy that you're here. You deserve to cap this thing off. You're a hell of a creator, hell of a person in the space, and I think you deserve your flowers. You really revolutionized the interview format in the credit card community. Before you really started doing interviews on a regular schedule, they were virtually unheard of in the community. So kudos to you for that. So my question to you is there someone who you wanted to interview that it just never came together for you? Like
so
who's
I
the white whale?
So I mean, there's people I am going to ask to come on. So I could say that. I will say, I mean, there've been people that like weren't comfortable with it. They just weren't. They didn't want to. You know, they didn't fully feel comfortable with coming on. Which made sense. They were early on. And
No, they suck. I'm talking about the people, the one that you wanted and couldn't get.
I mean, there was only one person that ever said they couldn't do it, and that was I'll just say Venture with Jazzy, that girl. I was like, I saw her when she was like pretty early on. She just got started. I was like, I think she's gonna be a big player in this space. I was like, let's invite her on, but she was like not fully comfortable with like live yet, which it's understandable, and she also doesn't know that the rest of us, like, how we all, like, usually everybody we have on, it's like we know each other from Discord or something like that. But and Lazy came in, he says, Anthony interviewing Donald Trump would be fun. Yeah, that was the one person, I asked him, he said, oh, I can't this day.
Didn't do it.
I can't do it. No, I do think I want to, I think I'm gonna ask Sebi at some point, and I think I can make it happen. I think it'll be fun. We'll see though. He might not do it live though. Huh?
You should have asked him when we were in Vegas.
Well, let's just say we didn't end off on a great foot in Vegas.
I was busy arm wrestling.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, follow-up question, and then I'll pass my time.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the biggest person that oh no, that's a bad question. Forget it. Nix that. We can go on to the next.
Not bad.
All right, I got one then.
Oh, okay.
Early in 2024, one of your first videos that you did earlier this year was making a bold prediction that this would be the year of the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. Oh, no. How do you feel about that statement now, as we only have one day left?
Oh no! Oh no! I'm being attacked. Yeah. So I put it. So there was a time where the Sapphire Reserve all of a sudden was getting talked about last year. It was getting talked about like crazy. And I said, okay, I don't necessarily care for it. I said, but I could probably make a video kind of aggregating the data on what everyone's talking about and see like why someone would care about it. And it was kind of taking the viewpoint of a lot of people starting to cancel their Amex cards because of the coupon book and all these different things. And a lot of people at that time were starting to value more simplicity and more, an easier approach to the points and miles game. So I think like Stan mentioned that, even Luke was in on that mindset. It's like, I just want a little bit more simplicity in my life, something like that. So my prediction at the beginning of the year was like, yeah, more people are going to cancel their Amex cards. In that video I mentioned more are going to cancel the Amex cards. And and that did end up happening, and more people would value simplicity, which actually did come into fruition, just in a different form, where a lot of people got the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve for that same exact reason. Just a very simple approach, easy to use credits, easy mobile wallet, 3x and everything. So while the sentiment I think was true, nobody really cared about the Sapphire Reserve because it's just impossible to justify. We were talking about that earlier, Key. This morning. So you're right. I was wrong. You happy?
Can I ask?
Very.
Sledge, can I ask him a question? This was not going to be mean. This isn't going to be mean.
It's informal, man. It's no structure.
Which nickname do you prefer? Staten Island Oprah, Cowboy Venture, or Mr. Ink Train Venture? Oh!
Okay, Texas.
Cowboy Venture.
Cowboy Venture. Yo,
That's right.
yippee-yay. I like that.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
So you know what? How about this? You guys want to challenge me? You know, you think you're funny, just all one-on-one. How about this? I'm going to put everybody through a loop here. Are we ready for this?
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
All right. Your funeral. So everybody on this screen, everybody here. I think I'm correct. Actually, maybe one person wasn't. Let's just assume everybody does. Everybody has, or maybe two people. Let's just say everybody on this screen who's looking at me or looking at their screen right now has done a live stream with me and with Sledge. Now,
Yes.
CJ, I think you might not have done. But if you guys had to
Yes, I
choose
have.
to do, did you really? You do? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Never mind, I
that
thought you
really too.
So everybody here has done a live stream with me and Sledge. If you had to choose to do it a second time, whose channel would you go on for another interview? Would you do Anthony or would you do Sledge?
You know what? I think it's time for dinner. I'll be right back.
You better say me.
When you
better
start
say
seeing
me.
people pop off,
Yo.
That's right.
You know, Anthony, after what you said to me, I'm gonna have to go with Sledge, man.
You're welcome, Calby. I made that easy for you. You're
You
welcome.
know what,
Right?
Calvin? I'm running up the balance on your Ventrex authorized user. That's it. It's over.
Wow.
This is how he does me. This is how he does me.
Oof.
All right, that's Calby. Anyone else want to step up?
I will.
Captain was scared.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Tough guy.
tell you. No problem whatsoever. And I love you both. Anthony, it would be you. Because
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Wow.
it would be you because you put me on. You were the first live. And like everybody said earlier, you were the first to do this. And you were I never knew what the heck a live was until I was on your show a year ago this month. And we don't forget that. So I thank you for that.
It's a good choice. I agree with that.
And Sledge still loves me, so we're good.
It's- Hey, listen. If we're gonna be under pressure, let's go.
Everybody else, what? Nobody's John? What about
Everybody's
John?
here.
John? Nobody
Yeah,
else wants
John.
John.
Yeah, John.
John, we want your
I hate
feelings.
this
Let's go.
question, man. Jeez, I hate this question
I knew it.
because
You wanna ambush me?
because I think the world of both of you, and I think both of you know that. And I talk to both of you guys virtually every day, if nothing else, to say hi. You're just saying, just thinking about you, or whatever. But man, I hate this question, Anthony. Screw you. I like you a little bit less now, so I'm going to go with Sledge.
Oh,
Wow.
damn. So is
Yeah.
that
2-1.
2-1? Yeah, 2-1. Let's see.
Ooh.
Let's see what my odds are now. I got
Man.
CJ. Let me see what my odds are.
If I win, someone might win a prize. Just
Oh, now
You
there's
can't
an
brag.
There's an
bragging.
incentive.
Guess I'm winning.
Who's
CJ?
next?
DJ?
What?
CJ?
DJ?
Come on, CJ. You wear those fitted shirts so we can see your muscles. Muscle up, man. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Not a fair
Oh,
question, man.
that's where we're going now, huh? So,
Right.
I know Anthony chose me because he loves me so much. And, he knows I would have never forgiven him if he didn't choose me. However, I know that Anthony is not nearly as petty as I am. And yes, I can admit it. I am very petty when I'm ready. So
True.
because Anthony is clearly the bigger person,
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not.
I am going to choose Sledge. But really, because I speak to Anthony every single day, so I know Anthony will forgive me. I don't.
You're
speak
fired.
Oh, stop it! I don't. I don't speak with Sledge every single day, so I'll go with Sledge.
3-1.
31.
I love you, Anthony. Sorry.
That's unbelievable. Well,
Let's see
we
what
need
happens
both
there.
of them to say it. You know. If
What about
just-
Keith?
You're Keith.
Okay. This is very tough. I'm not going to talk in circles about it.
Please don't.
We are going to go.
I'm gonna flip out.
Man, this is tough. We're going to go with Anthony on this one.
Okay.
Wow.
This is very unexpected.
Sledge's
I
dog
don't know
is
whose dog. I don't have a dog, so not me.
Who's that, Cujo?
Key is,
All right, hold up. I'm sorry about that, Joe. I had to dip off for a second, man. My son was here for Christmas, and he was just leaving, man. So I had to give him a hug before he bounced out of here, man. He about to head back to Cleveland and everything. So I didn't get to hear him keep there.
Safe trip.
I hear that.
Yo, we just heard the dog. We didn't know what the hell
Yeah.
happened. But we saw Key admit that she likes Anthony more. I'm just saying.
No, okay.
3-2.
So anyway, next question.
Chad,
I mean,
20
Chad.
minutes.
he has the chance to tie it up or ruin
Señor?
Anthony forever.
¿Qué?
Tie it up, man.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I've actually done more lives with Anthony than Sledge. For a minute there, we was like a little Thelma and Louise team in our Teslas talking about predictions and such and whatnot. But gotta keep it real. Sledge let me shake it up more, so I gotta go with my man Sledge. I get to say more controversial stuff.
More controversial.
I got you.
Look at the justification.
A little more controversial with Sledge, you know. I get to drop some F-bombs and say some other shit. So I got
Like now.
Like now. Yeah.
I mean, we don't get to do it with you until we go late night, you know. So I got to my bad.
Wow.
I love you.
Take care, everybody.
You know what?
Oh no.
You gotta come back.
That was like the worst retirement. Like if you were retiring, they just played you.
Hey,
He just quit YouTube.
Unbelievable.
I gotta go next. And this was gonna be my last question. A few people in here already know what it is. It's not even a question, kind of. It's a little bit something different. So some people in here already know what it's gonna be. So I had to break it down a little bit before I say it. Now, it's no secret to anybody who watch my channel, watch Joe's channel, watch Chad's channel, watch Key's channel, CJ's channel. We have a subgenre within this space called the community, right? And just to be straight into it, is Black and Hispanic speaking content creators. You know what I mean? If you look at the thumbnail, you see that, right? You could just tell from the thumbnail that we put up there.
Yep.
But like I said,
I
it's
thought I
not
was
just
doing the Italian guy on it, but go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, although I am not the leader of the community because there is no leader, you know, because I kind of started it, people kind of look at me for, I don't know, some of the decisions that we make, along with a small group that include a lot of the people that are on the screen today, right? So we had a small little talk, we convened on a small little talk, man. And Anthony Venture, we'd like to invite you into the community, man, if you accept. Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, right here live on this episode. It was gonna be my last question, man, but I thought the last question kind of segued into this, so it was no better time to ask.
Wow, I'm honored. I just have to ask one question. This isn't to avoid any sort of like lawsuit or anything, right? Like, am I just a diversity hire?
I mean,
or
I did tell Joe and Chad that you were the DEI hire, but that's beside the point. No, man, it's because you know what? in this community, man, we love and respect you, man, and that's just it, man. Like there was nothing else to it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there was nothing else to it.
obviously.
And when Joe kind of came to me with it, to be honest, and then I brought it to Chad, and then I told Key that we, you know what I'm saying, we were going in that direction that we were actually today. So
Wow.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, obviously, I accept. Thank you so much. I did not even think about that. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, thank you so much, Sledge. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's.
No,
I know,
man,
like
man, it's. I'm not the leader of this thing or nothing. I just wanted to be the one that asked you because, like I say, the whole thing was between. I just wanted to be that question to be asked on this last episode. You know what I'm saying? Like I did. That's why we held off on asking about it. Yep. Like we already had discussed it a little while ago.
Gotcha. Wow. Thank you so much to even considering me. I told you when I DM'd you the other day, I was like, I love what you do in the community. You bring so many people together. If you don't get the recognition, just know you're doing amazing things. Sure. So that's amazing, man. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Man.
That you even thought of me in that way. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Yeah, I had a question up there. I forgot to ask, man.
That was fine.
Somebody had a question. Oh, yeah, it was a question.
Can I have my face on the thumbnail now?
Yes.
Nice.
We got some inactive players that we got to take off.
We need to get a thumbnail that's like a painting. Like
it's like that.
It's like a mural.
It is a mural.
That's great.
Look,
that so
and you know the reason that I came up with that thumbnail was because you never know who's going to be on the live. Actually, you know what I mean. So it's like it's just too hard to just keep making the thumbnail every time. So just made one thumbnail for every occasion.
Wow.
Only if it's the face that's on this thumbnail. It's like that one is the one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
The one on the thumbnail to this one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's an honor. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. You got a question here, though. If you were in a room with all the credit card managers from Chase, Amex, Capital One, etc., and you could tell them one thing to do to change regarding credit cards, what would it be?
I mean, I think, and maybe everyone will answer this too. I don't know, but I think I think what would do the most good for people, because of all the people that hate on this specific thing, Sledge included, he's like the biggest hater of it. I think I would talk to them and say, let's remove Chase 524 rule. Even though some people get around it, I think a lot of people would be very pleased to hear that rule is gone, and then they can go crazy with the Ink Train or something.
That's so noble of you.
Yeah, Lee. If it was 5 Chase cards, 3 Chase cards, 4 Chase, that'd be different. But 5 cards overall throughout every other issuer, that's a little crazy, man. That's a little overboard there. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what they tell you is we only want you to get our cards, and that's it.
Yep. I mean, it's crazy, but it's great. It's great.
It's great business.
Marketing, right? Because what are you every single day? I log in. What is the video I see pops up? It's about Chase 524. Because Chase is the boogeyman, has everybody scared to death of, if I get another card, I'm going to be locked out of Chase. And it's just ridiculous. At least in my mind it is, because there's so many other good cards and good issuers out there. So, but I get it. It's marketing. It's, they want their money and they want you to be loyal, and, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else want to answer that question?
Yeah, I have one thing. I would ask them for Chase to put a proper in-store grocery category to the stuff I preferred and stop their foolishness with this online grocery category. Please. It's ridiculous.
For me, it would be Capital One. Stop your nonsense with different cards for different levels, and you're just rubbing people over the head with interest because you don't feel like being, because my credit is too good, I guess. It's the stupidest thing ever. They're missing out on a lot of people at a whole other end, and if you're not subprime or got the card early, then it's not even worth it.
The thing.
Yep. I feel like Capital One wants to dabble in the high end, but not really fully commit to it because there's a ton of us that are completely blocked out of the Venture X or anything else because we're not the demographic they want. That's totally dumb, but maybe they'll change. Maybe things will change in 25 once they get the Discover acquisition fully done and they absorb all of that infrastructure and all that, and maybe things will change. But I mean, I guess that remains to be seen.
I feel personally attacked as someone that holds the Venture X and the Venture X business. So
Wait,
I knew,
my
I
love.
knew Key was going to say that.
What did he say? I missed it, man.
Don't
You
feel
know what my
attacked.
problem is? Just that, just like Joe said, right? Why are you stopping some people from getting a sign-up bonus? Like, I don't care about the cards that you can get that's accessible. If you can get the Venture X, great. If you get the Venture X business, that's great. But why are you making it to where somebody with fair to even good credit can't get the sign-up bonus? Like, that doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can get the card, but yeah, we're not giving you nothing to get the card. So guess what? Less people are going to get the card because of that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that's good business.
I throw
just don't want
PenFed
that.
into that mix too, because PenFed could kick rocks.
again,
See,
you got two of those. You just
Like Stan told me, another one. Let me
No.
fix my 1,000 cards, Key. But really, how can I can't.
I would say to Amex, get a good gas multiplier, like a decent one that's not on your business card. I would tell Chase, get rid of 524 rule. You got a lot of people that really want to get into debt. I would tell Capital One, get rid of the buckets. That way your card system makes sense. I would tell Citi, have an easier to use ecosystem. I would tell who else?
Discover.
Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo.
Oh, I
Bank
would
of America.
I would tell Wells Fargo, get some more travel partners. I would tell Bank of America, get some travel partners, because really, as a cashback system, they're not really bad. I just don't do cash back, but they just need a travel partner. You Bank of America, get one travel partner in America,
right.
and you're a national bank. It's not like you're regional, like
Right.
or anything like that.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, it's no. Wait, what? Ooh.
Man. You talking about Bank of America is the second largest bank in the country.
Exactly.
One of the largest banks in the world.
There's no reason why they don't have any travel partners, and they have a $500, it's like a $400 or $500 annual fee card.
Right.
Yep.
I know they're not nationwide, but they are in a good chunk of the country. But for the cards they have, like US Bank too, like their cards are so strong, great earning cards. But it's like, and I get it. I mean, they're not exactly a national bank, but if they would, even if they would allow pooling of points across all the cards, like that would be amazing in itself. But yeah, US Bank is another one that could at some point get a couple of transfer partners so that your points are more valuable.
Oh, Chad, what do
CJ,
you
are
have to
you
say to
afraid to
Bill?
fly at night?
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
What?
What do you have to say to Bill, Chad?
Oh, what do I have to say?
I know they're a part of
Right?
Wells Fargo, but what do you have to say to Bill?
Well, I would say to Bill, get rid of rent day, up your multipliers, get rid of rent day. And if
I
that's
agree
the
with that,
case, if
actually.
it takes charging an annual fee, I would pay it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I respect that. Yep. I agree.
Look at Filmo.
Hey, Filmo, this is unfiltered, man. You don't gotta filter what you say. Say whatever you want to around here.
Sledge, do you think that well, I know that most of us here on the screen, Caesar put out a question about Puerto Rico next year.
Ooh.
And a number of us on the screen have already purchased our hotels.
I feel like I'm going to be attacked.
No, I have to thank Chad and Sledge for pressuring me to use points, and Anthony for calling me on Sunday and saying, yo, bro, they just put the rooms up. And for the first time, I really redeem points. So I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
Look at you.
Thanks to you guys and Anthony explaining it to me. I'm staying 5 nights, but only paying for 4.
5. Look at you. That's commitment.
Yep.
I love it.
I want to answer.
280,000 points.
Whoa.
Man.
Well, Hilton points, right?
Yeah, and then Beachview. I'm staying next to Anthony and Filmo and Xavier. We're all in that same wing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
You got to pick your
Conrad in Miami, and I'm gonna take a helicopter over every day.
And I'm riding with Sledge. No, I'm just.
that works.
You know, I stay in a secret room.
You know it ain't gonna be no secret, kid. Come on.
Now you
I
make
like this question.
Now I want to switch my hotel.
What
The
hotel?
Caribe's beautiful. You gotta see it, Chad.
Yeah, I actually stayed there in 2012, actually. So they've already redone the rooms too. But it was a really nice property. The beach, they say, is a private beach. At least that's what they said back then. But technically, none of the beaches in Puerto Rico are private, according to what my professor said. But it was nice. The pool was nice. The beach was nice. You had to pay for parking. We didn't. We parked outside and risked getting the rental car towed, but it never got towed. So that was good.
Wow.
No, see, Caesar wants you there, CJ. He keeps writing it.
really.
That's the 3rd time.
I
really
know.
wants
That's why I said I feel like I'm gonna be attacked.
And
It's
Caesar's
CJ,
on
you gotta go,
vacation.
man. Oh, let's put CJ on the CJ.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Are you going to Puerto Rico?
It is 10 to 10.
This is crap, bro.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
That's the truth, man.
Don't you want to see the Boricuas looking at that body of yours in that tight fitted shirt that you wore in your
wow.
video?
True.
Bro,
True.
come
It
on,
depends.
CJ.
I'm gonna do my best. I recently changed a job, so I know it's over holiday weekend. So I told Anthony and Cal, because they started like trying to bully me first, like they always do. And I don't know why I remain friends with these people, but I told them, like, listen, I'm gonna be stingy with my vacation time, but we'll see. We'll see. I am closer to going on the trip than not going on the trip. So there's some progress.
Oh yeah.
CJ, I'll be your new best friend, man. It's all right.
I appreciate you.
Look, this is a good one for Capital One. He say, while you guys are talking up to Capital One, can you please tell them to stop having a business cards reporting to personal credit? That is true though. Like they're like one of the only ones. Those them and Discover are the only two that I know that report to your personal credit, which is insane, actually.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So do they report even if you are using like an EIN or like for an LLC?
Yeah,
Really?
business card.
You don't have to put your social security number now.
Yep.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Right.
they still report your personal credit. Yeah, which I don't understand. Where you have a card like the very first business card I ever got was the Navy Federal Go Biz, and that card's trash. Like it is, it's trash. You get 1 point on everything, but it's my first business card. But it doesn't report to anything. It doesn't report to personal or business. It's like a ghost card. But you know, of course, if you delinquent on the card, it'll report. But yeah, as long as you're just using it and paying it, it doesn't report either way. So you can actually take money off of it and as a cash advance, and nobody would even know, and there's no cash advance fees.
So Key just posted on the private chat the dates for the creator meetup for everybody to know. It's Veterans Day weekend 2025. I'm staying from Thursday, which I believe is November 6th through the 11th.
Right.
Anthony switched it to that too, right, Anthony?
Yeah, I booked it.
So because I think it's smarter to go Thursday. It's cheaper to fly on a Thursday and come back on a Tuesday than leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday or Monday. So you'll get the best of all worlds. And the other good thing is that it's not peak yet for any of it. It's not Thanksgiving. It's not that part. So it shouldn't be out of pocket.
Cool. It's on the 8th, right? 11/8.
Yeah,
Actual meetup.
that Saturday meetup. Yeah, but
Yeah.
if you go early, remember, guys, Caesar said he wanted to get us tours.
Hmm.
Caesar has his
Is
homies
the-
over there ready.
Is the executive suite available? I'm
Is
asking
there
for
what?
a friend. Is the
got
executive
it,
suite
CJ.
available?
CJ's a king.
Mr. Gold himself. Yeah. It will have fun. Let me see. I got another question because since I skipped my question and went down to the last question. Actually, Calby asked my question about your favorite video, so he already asked that question.
Unreal.
All right.
Sorry, stepping on your toes.
Look, at the 2024 creators meetup, who would you say was the most interesting person that you met that you never met before that meetup?
That's a good
It's
question.
okay. You don't have to pick me. I understand.
What? You weren't there, right?
Right.
Exactly. That's the point.
It was CJ. So in the New Orleans meetup, who was I most maybe surprised by that I hadn't met prior? I would say, I mean, I'm trying to see if there's like a second person, but I mean, number one absolutely has to be Xavier.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
he
say.
shocked
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody he came in contact with, I think he shocked. Xavier's great. You know, I literally was like, I didn't know where he was, but I was just like, I liked him around. Like, he just has great energy. He made me die laughing a few different times out there. And I remember I was at the Waldorf and we were using our breakfast credits. I was like, I just texted him because he was staying there. I was like, hey, you want to come down and just hang out and do breakfast there? And he was like, I forget where he was. He was at like the Hyatt Centric or something doing breakfast with somebody. He was like, but we're just ending. I'll be there in a second. Like literally 2 minutes went by and I see him run in and he came in there and he came and sat down with us, and Cesar came in around that time, and Josh Butler was there, and a few different folks we sat down with there. It was great just getting to meet him and know him, and it was like, you know, it was the most unexpected because obviously he's not a creator. We just see his live chat, and then all of a sudden now we see his face as Xavier, just so funny, so personable. We were really just BSing the entire time, and anybody who came in contact, you can probably say the same. Joe, I know you spent a lot of time with him too. Yeah, he was the one that it was.
I'm
he
like
made
gonna
that trip
adopt
for me.
him. I swear, I want to adopt him.
Right?
My sister, I swear to God, my sister loves Xavier. Like, we went out to dinner. I tried alligator because of him, and you know,
Yeah.
he was just next level. It's just a person. Like, he was just amazing, and I agree with you, Anthony, and I think all of us do. Like the effect he had on everybody that met him that day. I think that's it. And one that I was impressed by would probably be the brothers, Brady and Alexander, that would just fire as two young guys that were high globalists going on this trip, not knowing anyone, and just going at it and fitting in was cool. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, because we kind of all knew each other from this. Like, we saw each other, but meeting them there, it was just so.
Man. You know what? For me, you know who it was? It was Ninja. Man, Ninja was super cool, bro.
Max.
Ninja was super cool. For me, it was Ninja, bro. Like, y'all, even the people I never met before, is like, I already know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was somebody I never met. Ninja was super cool, bro. Like, yeah. He had a different spirit. Like, yeah, Ninja was probably the most interesting person. On top of my guy Filmo. I gotta shout out Filmo. Always gotta shout out Filmo. Filmo's my guy.
Filmo's the man.
Yeah. But Filmo, I kind of felt like, because where we say we cry during the lives, so Filmo and I have that. But you're right. I remember meeting Ninja, and he goes, "You might know me better as Ninja." And I said, "Oh snap!" Like,
hey, Ninja was cool as what, man. And then Ninja and Leite together.
Leite was mine.
Ninja and Leite together
was a vibe.
Yo, you think Leite slept on that trip?
No.
No. Leite went to the casino to get a coffee, back to the casino to go hang out with us, back to, like, Leite had no sleep whatsoever.
He's crazy.
He ditched his room and he ditched his room and then he slept with Ninja.
Yeah. Hey, you weren't supposed to say that, man.
Wow.
That's not cool, Calby.
I'm
That's
sorry.
not cool.
He's crazy. He texted me at 7 a.m. the following day. He was like, "Hey, just let me know if you want to get into any extracurriculars like breakfast. You know how he talks." And then he said, and then I call him back. I text him back. I was like, "Yeah, let's go hang out." He's like, "Sorry, bro. I went out. I got some stuff and I went back to bed." I was like, and then they found out that he was up until 7 a.m. that entire night. I was like, "What did you do?" You're crazy.
Wait,
He's wild.
First of all, he called breakfast extracurricular.
He's very
Nah, that's
corporate.
I was
funny.
out of New Orleans that weekend.
Oh man.
So you can imagine what's going to happen in Puerto Rico, guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah, for
God.
sure.
We're going to be in paradise where the food. I told Anthony, and he promised me this, even though he didn't promise me. We're not going to just eat at the hotel. We're not doing that. We're eating real food
No, for sure.
away from the hotel. Cesar's going to take us where it's actually going to taste like beef or chicken or fish or whatever.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we're going to eat and drink, and it's going to be a movie. I promise everybody who's out there who's hesitating, you don't want to be here next year and say, damn it, I should have gone. Because what did Xavier tell me today? I booked an extra night because I missed the day after the when you guys, I should have stayed. That's exactly what he said. So
Yeah.
you don't want to be that guy. No FOMO. Nope. Don't do it.
Hey,
It's gonna be.
hey, I gotta give a shout out to Ivan, man. I keep telling people, man, if you can get the Navy Federal flagship card, man, this thing pays for Amazon Prime year after year. Yes, it has a $49 annual fee, but it pays $139 for Amazon Prime. And there's no 1X categories. Everything is 2X or 3X on that card. So yeah, it's a great card, man. As long as that card paying for Prime, I don't care about that $49 annual fee. Shoot. Hey, okay, this is like for you, Joe. Is it worth having the Platinum Business card?
100%. I'm not even gonna play myself.
Oh, and Key.
That card, honestly, and other people have said it as well. I've noticed in the last couple of months on their videos. To me, is better than the personal platinum because it actually has the benefits and the credits that I use, and it's just. I mean, the sign-up bonus was huge, 250,000 MR points. Where are you going to get that? And the Dell credit, and now that they give you the Hilton credit, we already used it. I actually got my card. They were delayed, but I got my card 2 days ago. So right then and there, you're making your money back. And then you throw in Clear on top of that. You get hotel status. That is going to be. I'm downgrading thanks to Sledge and Chad and the guys here. I'm downgrading my personal platinum January 12th because that's when it's due. I'm keeping the business, and I can't see myself letting it go because it's legit. Like you get a lot of value for it.
Key.
100%. Yeah, everything Joe just said. The one thing he didn't mention is that every single month you get $10 towards your cell phone bill. So,
See? And that's what I forgot because I don't do that. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. You don't pay your cell phone bill with the business platinum?
You know why, Sledge? Because Verizon here in New York,
Yeah.
The discount I get is better putting my cell phone and my Fios TV plan together. I pay for 5 lines on Verizon's unlimited thing, only $155.
What?
And also because I'm a little over than 55, I got a better rate.
Okay.
So it's worth me keeping it there. They give me a $10 credit just to keep it on. So
Yeah, that's a
You
deal,
got
man.
5 lines for $155 plus TV?
No. So
No.
on my cell phone side of it is 5 lines, unlimited, uncapped, and then I get to make calls, out of the country. I have all that stuff. Plus, I just signed up with them, and I think that it's still in effect until tomorrow. If you paid the $96 Uber One credit for the year, they paid my Netflix premium $25 a month for the year.
Oh, that's dope.
I took it.
That's dope.
Worth it.
that's a good deal.
Yeah, because the Netflix is more expensive.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
and it's a premium one in 4K. So I took it.
Yeah.
And they do it instantly. That when I went into my Netflix account, it said paid for by Verizon. So rule man, it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. And the credit limit, well, there's no technically credit to charge, but they gave me 75,000. I'll take
pay
it.
overtime. Pay overtime limit. Nice.
Yep. So
Flexing that huge limit, man. I love it.
Josh Gibo in the building.
Josh.
Go call him Josh. All right. Somebody else got. I'm sure we got plenty of questions left.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got one. I got one. It's been a little quiet. So Anthony, I was on your channel a little bit earlier today, and I noticed you have memberships available that I don't think were available last week. So what is that about? And let's talk about it.
Unbelievable. No. No, I've technically had memberships. I don't know, for like a couple months, because YouTube sent me an email saying if you turn on memberships, because I never turned it on before, they were like, if you turn it on, we'll give you $1,000. So I said, oh, really? Very nice. So I turned it on. I didn't have to get any members or anything. I said, sure. I also thought it was a scam, but then I did it.
Wow.
They said, thanks for activating. They gave me $1,000. And I took the money and stuff like that. So I have just like one tier that's on there, but it doesn't give you anything. But I recently did do another tier because I don't know. I was talking about it. I was like, I would love to, anybody who's getting started out, and obviously anybody who like DMs me and stuff. Like I'll answer anything about YouTube related. Anybody like at least to get from 0 to at least where I am now or something like that. Anybody ever messaged me, I've always helped over there, but I would love to have something. I just thought in my head, I was like, it would be cool to have like some sort of a membership for that, for like anybody who's getting started out and maybe audit channels or fixing thumbnails and titles and a million different things. So I was like, I'm not even going to talk about it, but I'll just leave it there in case anyone sees it. And if they think that might be valuable, I'll leave it there. So that's why I have that on there, but I still it's just a thing I have there. It's like, yeah, that would be cool, but I'm not. I'm not pushing.
And that was your first sub too, and you're like, no, John, I'm just testing something. Don't sub. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true.
$1,000? $1,000.
They said the chance of 2,000. They said 1,000 for activating, and then an additional 10 per sign up to 1,000. But I didn't push sign ups. I just said I just wanted 1,000. I was like, cool. And then they literally. And that was my biggest month ever on YouTube. It was $1,600, and 1,000 of it was the bonus.
That's
wow,
crazy.
Nice. I won that offer. I need to upload videos.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't activated memberships, leave it off. You may actually get an email.
Right.
Sledge, can I ask this question? Because some Fanta, I don't know if that's male or female, but Fanta has a question about waiting for the IHG business card. I was talking to Sledge today, and thanks to Lonnie who explained it to me. For those of you that are in Chase 524 and want an IHG card and can't get it for that reason, if you like United and you have their, like I have their Mileage Explorer card, I'm going to upgrade it to the United Club card, which gives you IHG Platinum status. And they give you a $75 credit towards your statement. So it's like getting two cards in one if you're able to just switch over to the United card.
That's dope.
It saves you another hit.
Man, look, hit the like button if you haven't already, please.
So I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them, but I have like 6 other questions written here. So I'll just
yeah, I know, right?
The separations and the preparation. But I had one that I just at least wanted to ask in case whenever I don't know where everyone. One that I had, so we have a similar thing where we've been able to talk to some of the greatest minds in this entire space. Interviewed, not hundreds, but tens and tens of people, 50 people, something like that. And I wanted to ask you, from your experience with every single creator you've spoken to, all the conversations, every lesson they learned, mistakes, all these different things. Do you have like a singular, or I'll give you 2 in case it's easier, a singular guest that like surprised you the most, and or if it's easier, what's like the greatest lesson you think you might have learned from talking to all these different people and them answering your questions in a slightly different way each time? Do you have anything for that, Sledge?
Wow. The thing is, I feel like every time I talk to somebody, because I don't know if you notice, if you watch the whole series of Unfiltered, you'll notice how it changes over time. You know, when I first started, I had no chat interaction at all, right? There were no chat interaction. The very first time I ever had chat interaction is when I had Joe on. It's because Joe, you know, Joe can't stop talking. So Joe went and started talking to Joe started talking to the chat, but it was a good thing because he started talking to the chat. And from that episode on, I started adding the chat into my, into my questions because, depending on who you interview, especially especially if you have people on that haven't done a lot of lives, they kind of don't know how to stretch the questions out. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make your episode at least an hour, to make it interesting for your guests. So I would come up with instead of 20 questions, people probably wouldn't notice, but I would have 25 questions. I may or may not ask them, but I want to stretch it to the hour. But by Joe incorporating the chat into it in that one singular live, it changed the whole dynamic of the way that I did, the way that I did it. So I go from that, and every single time a guest came on, I feel like I took something from that episode and I brought it to the next episode. So I can't really point out anything in particular besides that one right there. But yeah, every guest that I've had on, it shaped the way the program into what it ultimately became. So I'm never set on an idea to where I think that the way I think is the only way to do something, right? Everything that I do is moldable, right? Like everything that I do is moldable. So I feel like as me being kind of like a sponge of things, because when I first started, before I started, I watched your videos. I watched how Chad did his, because to be totally honest with you, you two guys were like the model for what I did, even though I didn't do anything remotely similar to what you guys did, right? Chad did his impromptu videos out of nowhere and, gave his own opinion on things. And then you had your interview style. So I took a combination of those things on top of what I do, but the guests are what molded Unfiltered into what it is. And like I say, I can't really pinpoint something from every guest, but I can tell you when I had Joe on, that really molded it into what it became. So yeah. What about you?
Gotcha. So this was tough because I reason I asked that is because I did a video. It's on the channel. It's 2 hours long, and it was one lesson I learned about every single person that I have on. It took 2
Right, I
hours to
remember
get
that.
through
Yeah,
it.
it was a
So
long video.
it was tough to figure out each individual lesson that I learned from everybody. It's like you said, yeah, it's very tough to figure out one overarching
Yeah.
thing other than it's just so funny that in our semi-little credit card points and miles game that there are so many different perspectives and abilities to use our points and miles in slightly different ways. It's like, like I mentioned, Chad found a lot of little tricks early on for a lot of different things. I remember Dugraz was like one of the first people to kind of go into more of the frugality mindset of things and cashing out points for everyday experiences. John was one of those things where it was like, oh, everything. The main thing is just whatever's working for him, and that's pretty much it. And that was one of his things that he mentioned very often. Calby, it was how he leveraged credit cards to buy everyday things when maybe money was a lot more tight early on in his time. Key that you can absolutely kill it with high crazy annual fees, $5,000 in annual fees, earn 5.5 million points and kill them all at such a young age, stuff like that. and Joe, that it's never too late to start. And I don't mean that as a dig. You said that a couple times. In 1 year, you earn 2.2 million points. And it's like you can go from almost nothing to, a crazy, insane amounts in one time. And CJ, we never got to do a proper one. We just got to debate Rose Gold and Classic. But there's a lot of, I would say, more conservative ideals that you share from the points and miles space, where you don't have to go crazy like maybe me, just getting a million different credit cards and really just earn on multipliers and game the system the way maybe it should be played. So you learn a little something from everybody. And that's the main thing. I've always just wanted to be an antenna and to learn as many things as possible, and hopefully share that with everyone else as well. At least personally, that's what I've always thought, and I hope to continue always doing that, because it's crazy what you guys know. It's insane,
It is. You know what? Can we swing that question to Joe, because Joe does a lot of interviews as well?
True.
I really just started doing it because of Anthony. I really never thought of it. I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a journalist and be a reporter on TV, and I have a degree in journalism. So it's funny that I'm doing it now. But he made me feel so easy going and comfortable that was just a skill that I felt he had. Kind of like, also, like, there was no intimidation. I was terrified, to be honest with you, when I went on with him. And he made it easy, and I like to put everybody at ease whenever I have them on, and I like to have fun. So it's, somebody made a comment a couple of months ago, and I was laughing because they said you could watch Joe's live for 3 hours and maybe they'll talk about a credit card. And they're not lying, because we'll talk about life, we'll talk about experience, we'll talk about everything else. But I really do love having people on. Next week I'll have Matt Welter for the first time. I've never had a word with Matt, but he was kind enough to, say, yeah, Joe, I'll do it. To be honest with you, the ones that really got me are our viewers that came on, and then they became a real tight part of the community. I mean, I had Tariq, I had Xavier on, Naldell, Prince, and, people that they don't have a channel, let's say, or whatever. And they just became a part. Juan Garcia, Johnny Jimenez, like those, like, think about it. Those are people that just help us, follow us, support us. And to have them on and give them that platform and get their ideas, because God knows, Ernest Tech Yoda, for the love of God, there's not how much don't we learn from him? So there's a lot of people out there, and I enjoy that, because I learn from them so much, and I'm grateful to them for giving me that time. So, yeah.
Man.
Absolutely. And if I could do a follow-up, not to really take up so much time, but I want to do a follow-up on a more serious note, Sledge. This one's for you directly. I wanted to ask you if we were all in a bar and there was a fight that broke out.
Oh boy, here we go.
And you can choose any content creator in our space to be with you in that fight. I'm not saying he started the fight. I'm just saying you would want them to be with you to be safe. But I've watched your shows. Everyone chooses Chad, Cesar, Luke, and so, for some reason me, because they think I could talk my way out of it. So you can't choose one of us four. Who are you choosing for that bar fight situation, and why?
CJ.
Oh.
CJ,
Wow.
hands down, bro.
But CJ won't be on that trip.
I'm standing next to
CJ won't be on the trip. You can't pick CJ. Yeah, he'll be home watching South Park.
I'm doing next to CJ in Vegas. Yeah, that boy got me good, bro. I'm in there with CJ. No question. I don't have to think about questions. I go right to it.
CJ is the most jacked out of all of us. So
yeah, for real. Listen, and he's so quiet. You can't trust the quiet guy.
No.
You can't trust the quiet guys.
I take offense. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh,
I'm 58. we were in NOLA, and I own those streets. All right?
True.
I own those streets. I got beads that they gave me.
Look, Joe, I gotta go with the young guy, Joe. I gotta go with the young guy.
You 58. How old are your knees?
They're brand new. That's why they're metal, bro.
So I was
gonna
gonna
crack somebody with my knee. I can take any part of my body that's metal, and I ain't going down. That's it.
I love it.
I was gonna say with that stipulation, I was gonna pick Joe because first of all, he's Puerto Rican and nobody messes with Puerto Rican. Number two, he's the $6 million man, so he's got metal everywhere. He can take whatever part of his body and smack someone, and they'd be out. So, hands down.
Look, wait, look at John. They threw it. I still have them. These are my beads. I earned them. I earned them. I flashed a little bit, but it was good. It was worth it.
Man.
That's so funny.
Look, you see that comment? This is why I call my nickname for Key is the voice. She is the voice of reason, man.
Choose love,
not vice.
Love it.
Sorry, Key. Sometimes you gotta do it. Key, who would you choose?
I've never been in a fight, so I'm not even going to entertain the question.
You ain't gotta see. The thing is, you're not in the fight.
Yeah, you're not in
There's the fight going on, and you're there. You're like, I'm just dipping.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Yo, I like Boxer's comment. Look at Boxer. Boxer says, not sure where Joe is from, but I'm going to say Brooklyn. Chad is from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx. We're kind of like cousins, step cousins right there.
Wait,
So
have
it's
you
all
heard
right.
of Staten
Got
Island, the
respect
mean
for
streets
Brooklyn.
of Staten Island, New York? Have you heard that?
Staten Island doesn't count, bro. They should just be Jersey. That's like Jersey life.
Do I have to tell you the story about the twins who grew up who got one car for Christmas and they had to share that car? That's rough.
That was rough.
That's a rough life.
They out here from Diet Jersey.
CJ's right. I have a platinum vest. I do, man. My hood is all metal. I swear to God.
That's hilarious.
Man.
See, Joe. Let me see. So Joe's been asked that question. CJ's been asked. The only person who hasn't been asked that question is Calby.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure it's like excluding whoever you were saying in the beginning, but I would definitely choose Chad. I mean, everywhere I've been, like I always feel safe with Chad. I feel like if anyone was to make a fuss or anything, Chad would always have your back, no matter what. Even if you were in the wrong, like Chad's just there.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
Aww.
For sure.
That's why I
I'm
choose it.
the same thing. Wait a minute, John. Did I ask you that question, John?
Yeah, you asked it on the stream.
Okay.
Yeah, you asked me on when we did Unfiltered. So, but, I
Okay.
mean, with the stipulation of you can't choose the people that everybody chooses because I chose the same people. That's why I said Joe because
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone chooses
everybody
Chad,
Chad,
Cesar.
CJ. I mean, Chad, Luke, and Caesar.
Cesar. Yeah.
yep.
Yo, Chad, you know what I never told you? When I picked up Chad, this will sound dirty. When I picked you up at the hotel in Jersey. So Chad gets into my car and he goes, "Who's sitting in your car?" And then, so Terry's 5'2". So the seat was up. So Chad goes in and his legs are like this. So he pushes it back. And the next day Terry comes in. She goes, "Who the hell did you have in here?" The front seat was in the back seat. That's Chad, honey. That was just Chad. Nothing else happened.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was used to like this.
He was like this. His body went into a cramp.
Chad morphed into a pretzel.
Oh,
I swear to God, he did. I swear to God.
ruined.
He's the second tallest one of us, I think. I think after Braun.
Yeah, I think he has me by like an inch or two. He's taller than me.
But I think Chad's tallest.
So it's a good thing when I
height,
came up.
right, Chad? Just height.
Manogan.
Yeah,
Oh, that's number 3. Key hit him.
Man. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Vincent, if you bring Joe to back you up, all he has to do is yell, "Yeah, whip," and the fight's over because your opponent runs away.
Yo,
when that vein hit right here.
Hey, the way you go yell at you, they probably will run.
You're like, what? They're like, this is crazy.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. I got a question for all of y'all. A real question, credit card question. Besides Amex and Chase, you know, the same olds. In 2025, what issuers do you think you go get cards from?
Lord.
Oof.
I don't know.
I think I'm definitely going to start getting more of the City card, especially with their partnership with American Airlines. That's pretty powerful partnership, especially if they're going to be exclusive. That'll be really cool. Yeah.
For sure.
Sledge, did you just not watch my video from Sunday?
I did, but maybe some of these people didn't.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, man. Well, like I said in my video, I'm targeting the if things go to plan, you know, because they change, right? Probably the Alaska Airlines business card and the Air France MasterCard are the non-MX cards. I'm not targeting anything from Chase because I'm 1024, so I'm not even looking at Chase at all. But probably those two cards from non-MX cards.
Yeah. We can't ask Key. Key got Key not involved in this. She already has cards from every issuer imaginable, and the ones that we don't even know exist.
Exactly.
So, but Key, where do you think you're going next year?
Yeah,
I mean, pretty much to start.
Yeah, I'll answer the question differently for sure. I'm probably going to start things off with Barclays. It's been a while since I've had a JetBlue card. The American Airlines card, for example, is another way to get me back into Citi, even though I've been closing some of my Citi cards. So I'm going Barclays.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Man, I think if you going with Citi, if you go to Citi and then you get that Barclays AA card, you already have a card. You already had a card.
Oh, yeah, I've had it, but, you know, why not get it again?
Okay, so if you get the points for that, and then you get whatever Citi card, and then if you can transfer those points over to A, that's going to be crazy. I was thinking about that Barclays card myself. I really was. And on my 2025 roadmap, I pretty much was like, one of my cards was like any Citi card. You know, any Citi card, because I changed that Citi card to a custom cash, and go from there, and you know, hopefully we can transfer those points to AA.
Yeah, you know how I feel about you talking about this custom cash card. You can't remember to do 5 transactions on your Bilt card.
Okay,
you want to get custom cash is diabolical to me.
Hey, on the Bank of America customized rewards card, I'm like, man, I gotta change the category every month. That's a pain in the behind, man.
That's a lot of work. That's just a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot of work.
But like RJ, did you see? You guys watch RJ Financial Sunday? I think he had this video. There's like $100 bank card, a bonus. You got to go through 25 hoops and make sure you use the card a bunch of times. I said, bro, for $100, really? I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it's $100. So I'm 2 transfers. Swear to God, use the card 20 times in the month. I said, what the hell is this for $100?
Until about $5.
Yeah.
You getting
What
paid?
the hell? I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna to be 100%. Man, I hardly watch those bank ones because I look at the doctor of credit because I already saw them by the time someone makes a video about those bank bonuses. I already saw the ones that interest me. You know what I mean? So I don't really watch the bank bonus videos all like that.
I'm gonna get Chad's card next. He made me do it. Robin Hood. I'm gonna do it.
They got a rose gold Robin Hood coming out.
You heard that, CJ?
Wow.
I'm not gonna get that one because I want a real gold card.
Stop it.
But,
Stop it.
Thank you.
Anyway, you know what? I don't even have to worry about CJ being upset because he'll never go to any of the meetups or events. So I don't have to worry.
You know what? I went to Vegas, man.
Look, right now I'm poking at him. And he's not doing anything. Look.
I already see how if I go to Puerto Rico, this is exactly what I'm going to endure the entire time.
You're going to get that shit in English and Spanish, bro. We're going to club you left and right.
You're like, what?
CJ, car for next year.
So I've been thinking about this for like the past 2 months, literally. And I still don't really know. So recently, I think like 2 weeks ago, I think I decided to make a move into city. I know, big surprise. But it wasn't for a credit card. It was for a lovely debit card. Why? Because I was chasing after a bank account bonus.
Bro,
Wow.
bro. Listen,
Yup.
that's the easiest bank bonus there is.
Yep, it is.
Anything counts as direct deposit. And they
Yes.
tell you that.
Yes, literally.
Anything counts as direct deposit, bro.
Anything.
Yep.
I was,
Easiest,
I was,
easiest boat to hit.
I was like, what the heck?
Yes.
Hell yeah, I'm doing this.
Man, it's the best. That's the easiest bank account bonus to hit. All you got to do is transfer money into there, and you're gonna get the
Yep.
bonus. Yeah.
Yep. 100. So I opened up the bank account recently. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I should get a credit card now that I'll have a banking relationship with Citi.
Right.
So I'll see. I'm not a fan so much of their cards. The double cash is cool, but I already have enough catch-all
The
credit cards. I have the
The
Blue Business
Strata's
Club,
good
the
though,
Freedom
CJ.
Unlimited.
The Strata's good.
It is. I just remember some overlap with
Yeah.
my Sapphire Preferred. When you have so many credit cards, you get overlap.
Yeah,
But
that's
as a credit card content creator, I just have to suck it up and try out the new cards, right? So I'm thinking City. I'm
Could you
heavily
repeat
thinking
that?
City.
Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Repeat what you just said.
As a credit card content creator, I just need to suck it up and try out some new
And get
cards.
other cards. People think when I say that, I swear to God, that's what I'm telling you. When they say, "Oh, why'd you get that card?" or what, I said, because if we don't, what are we gonna do? Talk about the 3 cards? The rest of
For real.
you can't, right?
Right. Yep.
So we apply for cards and get them and try them so that we have something else to talk about. So I feel you 100%. Because if not, we'd be talking about Amex Platinum and that's it. And then I'll just hit replay on that video and pray that I get a view. It is as simple as that.
And it makes a huge difference when you actually have the card and experience the card and use the card, use the system, find the little loopholes. It makes a big difference. So I'm thinking that kind of the Amex. Oh, you said don't talk about Amex, but anyway, the business platinum. I was listening earlier. I'll think about that too. It just depends on what expenses I have because that minimum spend requirement is something else.
Key brought up something on earlier. I forgot to mention about the platinum, the 35% rebate on flights that you get back. That's huge.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna book flights, bro, you can't beat that.
That is
Yeah.
Cool.
What the hell was I about to say? All right, Anthony.
Probably pretty similar to a few guys. Probably looking at that AA Aviator card from Barclays before it gets converted over to Citi. But just to throw a wild card out there, considering in June I'm going to be back at 124 and I have a lot of room to play with. I think I don't know, Calby. I think we should go and get the Amtrak card. We thought about it. We thought about taking the Amtrak card. Josh Gable put it out there.
Yeah, Josh was just talking about it. It comes with like the lounge access. Their points are easily worth 2 cents per point. It's pretty crazy.
What
Yeah,
lounge
we
access?
actually-
At the train station?
Yes, at the train station, CJ.
The Amtrak Lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's like, what the hell?
It's pretty interesting because last year before we were gonna plan for New Orleans, this was New Orleans, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
We were like,
we were
well,
gonna show
I
up
could
in
technically,
style.
we were gonna show up in an Amtrak suite, which is like your own separate thing, and we were gonna record in there, with our wives obviously too, and then we can take the train all the way to New Orleans. So we thought that was gonna
Have
be
you guys watched
fun.
the videos on YouTube?
Huh?
Have you watched the videos on YouTube about those suites and stuff on the
No.
What's wrong with
on the
them?
Amtrak trains?
What's the issue?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe before you get super excited, maybe you should watch them. Sometimes they're crummy and not clean, and yeah,
Oh, Calby doesn't think so.
sometimes it depends on which one
Yeah.
you get. If you end up on
Yeah,
an
yeah.
older one, then it's worn and whatever. If you
But
get a
CJ,
newer
it's
one,
content.
nice.
Yeah,
It
CJ.
is. If it's dirty and filthy, that'll make great content. I'll tell you that. At least for me, because I'll complain about it the whole time.
Yeah, one of those. Josh and David just mentioned it. The roomettes and the sleeper rooms.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
the roomette. It's like not that bad for the points that you get for the
Yeah.
welcome offer. I think that would be fun to take a trip via Amtrak
Mhm.
somewhere.
Make
in
the
the
video.
US
I'd
ones.
love to watch it. I would definitely watch it. I love that
That'd be
type
cool.
of content. So
Ian
Hell yeah.
says
do
Amtrak
it.
trash.
What?
Ian says Amtrak is trash.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
I think Amtrak is really good for the Northeast corridor that connects DC, New York, Philly to Boston, and they have the Excel train, so it's the kind of like the not exactly a bullet train, but it's pretty fast and it's pretty clean and nice in there.
That's the only time I've ever used it is to get to DC. It's the easiest way. You just
Yeah.
you save time, headaches, no parking in DC because parking is ridiculous.
Yep.
And you're right. You can get a business class seat there, and it's nice. Their lounge is like 3 people deep. That's all you can fit there because it's like half a car. But it's worth it and it's comfortable.
Mm.
So for that, if I don't want to drive to DC, I would do that in a minute. You're right.
Man, I've actually never been on a train. They have you know the Brightline train.
You guys
TJ?
have the
Take it,
Brightline.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Sledge.
Yeah. I gotta jump on that Brightline train, man.
Now it's
Yeah.
expensive. If I knew back when Brightline was starting, I would have tell you, hey, they have discounts going on when they opened up in Orlando, because that's my profession, like the planning side of it. So I knew all the stuff that was going on. But yeah, it's nice. It's a train.
It looks nice.
It doesn't have any sleeper stuff. It's nice. The station experiences, I think it's nice. It's kind of like a nice lounge. So if you do first class, you get free stuff, drinks, snacks. It's cool. It's worth it to experience it. Now it's expensive, so I don't know,
Right.
but-
I just want to do it just just for the experience of doing it. They don't have a stop in Tampa. They working on that, from my understanding. A stop in
correct.
Tampa. But yeah, that'll be I definitely have to try that out. Let me see. Let's see here. What is the best card to use for groceries at Walmart plus online?
Plus.
Or Walmart plus
Platinum
online?
pay for the membership of Walmart Plus.
It does pay for membership.
All right,
That's
since
it.
that's
You
where I
want that.
do shopping, you got options. If you
Yeah,
got a catch-all card, you can definitely load that as a payment method. Like I use my Robinhood Gold as 3% back on pretty much everything. So I have a built-in 3% cashback card that I'll use to buy stock and such and what have you. Also, if you use companion apps like AA Shopping Portal, Delta Shopping Portal, United, this and that, and whatever, a lot of times what they will do is they will have deals on Walmart online, which Walmart Plus counts as, and you can use any credit card and actually rack up other points and be able to stack those as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You can use a great, like a transferable. Before I was using my, what's the name of it? My Robinhood card, my Venture card, which is 2x on everything. I was getting 2x points basement for that, because when you go in store at Walmart, it's actually not very good as far as credit cards are concerned, unless you already have your multipliers priced in. Now, another thing that you can do, and it's the same thing I did to beat Chase's online grocery, depending on that online, if you have a deal for Walmart online, you can do scan to pay with your stored payment options. When you go in, you gather up all your stuff and this and that, whatever, you scan it all, you go to the register, you scan a QR code, it produces a receipt for you, which you show on the way out, and then you can get your multipliers like that. Just figured I'd jump in on that one. Boom, boom.
You know what? You have the U.S. Bank customized cash card give you for online shopping. If you go in there and you use the app, it counts as online shopping. So you're getting 3% on top of that. So yeah.
You know what's a sleeper card too? The AAA card. You could get credit for it at wholesale clubs, and it's a Visa, and I think it's a slam dunk of a card. Underrated, no fee. It's a great card for cash back, especially. So I haven't gotten it yet because I'm trying to get underneath 12
When you
over
get it.
1,000, whatever the hell Chase is.
Well,
I'll get there in 2027 sometime.
jeez, man.
We got to give a big shout out to Vincent. He gave another $1.99.
I love Vincent. Vincent, thank you for the the song last week. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
That was cool. That was super cool.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that was dope. That was dope. You were talking about Amtrak points are very expensive. It was transfer partner Chase before.
They were a transfer partner? Wow.
Were they really?
Amtrak? Really?
I don't know. I guess so.
Interesting.
I
We need
guess
Spirit
so.
Airlines as a transfer partner, man.
What?
We going on 2 hours now. We got any more questions in here?
Oh, yeah, I have a question for Anthony.
Yeah.
Why did everyone start laughing? That's so funny. So, Anthony, what is your dream point redemption? Something that you absolutely want to do. Doesn't matter how much points it costs. What is the dream?
Frying pan.
Oh, Lord.
What
Yeah,
you
just
say?
allow me to pay with points with the frying pan hotel. It's hard to say because there's, there's so many like different destinations I would love to go to once I could finally get abroad. So I can't necessarily foresee if one of them is like bigger than the other. I mean, if I had to make it bigger than just like a simple Amsterdam, Italy, Japan, I would probably say a combination of like being able to do a month excursion in Europe, or a month excursion in a few different Asian countries. I think that would be really cool. Obviously it's like points are no object. Yeah, I would love to live there, for a month or so and something like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I don't know if there's like a dream destination, but it would be cool to just be in a destination or multiple for a longer period of time. Maybe I would say.
Doesn't have to be the destination, just the redemption. But cool.
Okay.
I appreciate it. It's funny because you went destination and I was thinking experience.
True.
Like, I want to do those Singapore
Like if I go to the
Airlines
moon,
suites or
maybe.
Emirates or something.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
The suite.
If
Oh,
I can go to the moon, that'd be cool.
The moon.
Use my Virgin
I don't
Galactic
know.
points to get.
I don't know, man. You want to take the Boeing? What was it? Whatever the spacecraft Boeing did, and then couldn't bring the people back.
Oh no.
No, I'm too scared to do that. I would never.
I want to do the Singapore fleet so bad.
Yep. See, that's what I want to do. Yep.
I have a question for Anthony, if you don't mind. The last one, I promise. And this is a serious one. Who did you follow or subscribe to before you got started on your channel?
I guess out of that's a good
Like the
question,
credit
actually.
card community or like anyone?
Yeah.
Because
Like
I think,
any finance, whatever got you motivated to do this.
I mean, definitely. If
What do you
if we
say?
go like, huh?
I think you're gonna say Stefan.
yeah.
Pretty much, he got everybody into it. I would definitely say me, Kevin, as well. His drive and everything like that. It's very admirable. So he definitely is an inspiration for the YouTube grind.
Don't become like me, Kevin. Though. That's all.
Unbelievable. But I don't know. I think actually, interestingly, if I really try to think of like people in the points of miles credit card game before starting a channel, I think literally, if I can classify it, it was just Graham and Sebi and Sherfu. I think it was just them three. I didn't know anybody else's channels who were here prior to. Like I think Yokoyama was there a little bit. Luke, they had like a year prior to when we joined in. Few folks. I didn't know anybody until we pretty much jumped in. And basically when I started was when a lot of other folks started. So like we met Spencer and Stan and CJ, Calby, Josh Butler, Eric Gow, Matt Welter. All these folks were all like the early days. So I didn't know any of them. Matt Welter got us all together. Great.
So Matt really
great
got
guy.
okay. I didn't even know that because you're gonna laugh. Caesar told me one day before I knew any of you guys. He goes, "Do you know Sledge? Do you know Chat? Do you know?" And I'm like, "No. I had no idea who he was talking about." Because like you, that Christmas Eve 2 years ago, literally, I was watching Credit Shifu and Debbie. There was and John Liang. They were like the ones that kept coming up on the recommendations after a while. But then you guys opened up a whole new world. So
Definitely.
I think John has a question for you.
Yeah, we got you want to answer Ian's question. The question was, is anyone scared of flying up front now that all the survivors on the last 2 crashes were in the back of the plane?
Yeah, I
Listen,
wanted to answer this question because I'm actually a pilot. So I have my private pilot's license, although not airliner, not yet at least. But the answer to your question, Ian, is no. I'm not afraid at all, for a couple of different reasons. Number one, flying is the safest form of transportation that exists on the face of the earth. Nothing else even comes close to it. Number two, let me go a step further with this. These 2 crashes that have happened recently, right? You hear about plane crashes because they're rare. Okay. These last 2 crashes were catastrophic. A lot of lives were lost, and it's horrible. But if you heard about every single car wreck that exists that happened in one day in the US, you would never drive again.
Yep.
That's how I look at it. As a pilot and knowing how to fly a plane, planes are made to fly themselves. And I truly mean that. Even the little Cessna plane that I fly, you have to intentionally do something stupid to crash that plane because it is made to stay in the air. So the big aircraft are the same way. The pilots, of course, things happen, right? I mean, stuff happens, but they are made to fly. And unless, something catastrophic happens, you're going to be just fine. Pilots are highly trained, and, for something bad to happen, something really horrible has to happen for even the big airliners to crash. So I'm not afraid at all. Front seat
you
every
don't want
time.
to sit in the back. It doesn't matter to you.
Nope.
No, if I'm going out, I want to sit up front with my legs, with a lot of leg room. So if they're gonna find my legs somewhere else, find that thing. Excuse me. Great. That's it. I want to be like, oh, it was comfortable as we went down. Okay. Give me the drink to finish me off. I'm good.
They're gonna find a black box and 2 titanium knees.
Yeah.
3 pins, 2 screws, 4 rods.
They're gonna be like, yo, his body was stronger than the black box.
Wow.
Hey. Man, hey,
That's funny.
I think, man, we just over 2 hours, man. I think it's about that time to wrap up. I just wanted to say a couple things about a couple people said in the chat. They mentioned the Surpass card for the the online grocery, which is a great card. And one thing I overlooked was the freaking Hilton Business. You think about it, it's 5x on everything, 5x Hilton points on everything. So you had that card, why not? Even though I'm canceling it. And the PayPal card, because you can use PayPal for shopping there too, and if you use PayPal, that's 3x. So yeah, but man, listen, I want to thank everybody that came out in the chat. If you watching and didn't chat, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody that's on this screen because they didn't have to, show up here the same way that you guys didn't have to. Man, this is the last episode of Unfiltered, and I just want to say I really appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate everybody. I got to go through. I want to rush. I know everybody want to get up out of here. I want to go through the super chats real quick. We got Xavier, Kid Cat, Events Yours, Chaz Money Menace, Xavier again. We got Tyreek. We got Juan Garcia, Texas Dog, Is Lazy, Mike Newland, Is Lazy again, the Jordan Rules, the Dollar Man, Vincent Pasquale. And yeah, man, I thank everybody for being here. And anybody got any parting words before we get up out of here?
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, Sledge.
Happy New Year.
I hope to
Yeah.
see some of you guys tomorrow night. So
For
at
sure.
4 o'clock, just to say Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. So it'll be 1 o'clock your time, but you probably won't be there anyway, CJ. So
Hey, stop it.
I love you.
Shots
CJ.
fired.
Yeah, I love you guys. I want to thank you. Thank you, Sledge. And you know what, Sledge? I love the fact that you're changing it up and you knew what the right time was to do this. That's not easy. because you could have done this forever. And I really mean it. It takes a lot to say, okay, let me reinvent something else now. God bless you with that, my friend. Thank you for letting me be a part of this today.
Yes, I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, sorry.
Love you guys.
Appreciate you all.
Peace.
guys.
This was fun.
Peace.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Card of 2025 since I had the first card of 2020.